The revelation that Saudi Arabia's megacity project, The Line, has been scaled back is the latest sign that the kingdom's audacious state-building enterprise is not going according to plan. The Line is one of 15 projects announced as part of Mohammed bin Salman's ambitious undertaking, which is part of the Crown Prince's overall Vision 2030 scheme to reshape his oil-dependent country's economy and image. The linear metropolis was meant to be home to around 1.5 million residents by the end of the decade, with plans to ultimately increase its full capacity to 9 million. The 1,640-foot-tall structure was also meant to stretch across 106 miles of desert, but, according to people familiar to the matter, cited by Bloomberg, it will now only be 1.5 miles long and be home to just 300,000 people by 2030. The report that it has been scaled back is just the latest sign that bin Salman's megacity is stalling before even getting off the ground. Analysts have long expressed skepticism over the project, which has touted technology that is yet to be invented. One former worker once described the line as being untethered to reality. When it was first announced, the line, slated to cost $1.5 trillion, was pitched as a new vision for urban design, with computer-generated promotional material making it look like something out of a science fiction film. NEOM as a whole remains one of the largest and most difficult construction projects in history, with the region set to cover a 10,000 square mile swathe of desert that is almost the size of Belgium. Mohammed bin Salman, or MBS as he is known, sees NEOM as Saudi Arabia's showpiece to transform the country's economy and demonstrate futuristic technology that could transform the way people live their lives around the globe. However, citing sources close to the project in its report about Saudi Arabia downscaling the line, Bloomberg noted that the country has not yet approved NEOM's budget for 2024. What's more, some projects outlined in the Vision 2030 are already expected to be delayed past the end of the decade deadline. A number of the line's key features, particularly those related to energy and transport, are based on technologies that do not even exist, even in prototype form. There has also been frequent staff turnover, with some former workers describing the vision for NEOM as being untethered from reality. According to a Bloomberg report in 2022, who interviewed 25 employees and saw 2,700 pages of internal documents, the project has been plagued by setbacks. Several key staff have quit, blaming a toxic work environment and a culture of massive overspending without seeing results. They also described how the project had become a favorite for contractors, including architects and Hollywood production designers, all of whom are taking a cut of Saudi Arabia's oil riches. The line was the first announced in 2017 and officially in January 2021, with MBS delivering a presentation, capturing the attention of both city planners, architects, and the general public around the world. The announcement of Oxagon, a futuristic port city, followed in November. Concept images of the line released by the kingdom in 2022 showed a vast structure slicing through the desert near crystal blue ocean waters. The megacity was to feature 2 parallel skyscrapers extending across a swathe of desert and mountain terrain, with mirrored facades on the outside. Saudi officials said it would be built in stages and would eventually cover a 106-mile stretch of desert along the coast in the western Tabuk province, with its western tip pointing out over the Red Sea towards Egypt. In its original design, if built in the UK, the line would have been able to stretch between London to Birmingham, or even from London into France. In US terms, it was longer than the distance between New York and Philadelphia. However, unlike city sprawls we are accustomed to today, the vast metropolis would have been contained in the 2 mirrored structures, each rising 500 meters above sea level, taller than the Empire State Building. At just 200 yards wide, the line was intended to be Saudi Arabia's answer to unchecked and wasteful urban sprawl, layering homes, schools, and parks on top of each other in what planners term zero-gravity urbanism. Promotional material says residents will have all daily needs, reachable within a 5-minute walk, while also having access to other perks like outdoor skiing facilities and a high-speed rail with an end-to-end transit of 20 minutes. For a train to travel 106 miles in 20 minutes, it would need to be able to travel at 318 miles per hour, 16 miles per hour faster than the Beijing to Shanghai speed line, one of the fastest railway lines in the world. The site would be powered by 100% renewable energy and feature a year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation, the promotional video said, something that would be a necessity, considering temperatures in Saudi Arabia can range from 27 degrees to 43 degrees. Other flourishes were proposed too, like flying taxis and robot maids, prompting architects and economists to question its feasibility further. The eye-popping total is part of a hoped-for nationwide population boom that Prince Mohammed said would be necessary to make Saudi Arabia, the world's biggest crude exporter, an economic powerhouse. The goal for 2030 is to have 50 million people, half Saudis and half foreigners, living in the kingdom, up from roughly 34 million today. While Saudi officials will have been left red-faced with the news that the project is being scaled back, it will certainly come as a relief to conservationists who raised the alarm over the line's environmental impact. Experts warned last year that the vast mirrored surface would be a dangerous trap for millions of birds migrating between Europe and Africa each year. These include the mirrored facades, the city's orientation, and the intention to have wind turbines along the top of it. Bloomberg reported that the first phase of the line will be just 1.5 miles long by its expected completion date of 2030. While the original planned length of the initial phase is not entirely clear, 1.5 miles represents a far more modest figure than what was envisioned to be completed within the next 6 years. The first phase of the line was expected to house over 1 million residents. The reported downsizing of the project will cut its residential capacity to less than 300,000, a small fraction of the completed city's projected 9 million citizens, according to Bloomberg's sources. The report also notes that at least one contractor has begun dismissing some of the workers employed on the line's construction. The fate of NEOM's other regions, which include the Oxagon, a floating industrial city, and Trojena, a sprawling ski resort, are not yet known. However, the luxury island destination Sindala is expected to open this year. Till now, the future of the line is still unknown. And that's it. Let us know in the comments below what you think about this insane mega project. Thanks for watching.